So the first book I read about habits was actually the book called The Power of Habits. I don't know where it is, so this will make do. And it was really my attempt to fix my shit. I had my phase: clean up my routine, set up a habit system, eliminate triggers to my bad habit. Whoa, wait, that's exactly what I want to talk about. Okay, so a quick 10-second primer. The most common and accepted framework for what actually is a habit are these 4 things: a cue, a trigger, response, what we think about, routine, what we do, and reward, emotions we feel afterwards. So let's bring it back to our bad habits. What I used to focus on were the cues, because if you stop it early in the cycle, you're effectively stopping the bad habit to begin with, right? The true problem about eliminating all your triggers is that it doesn't really represent what happens in IRL. If you think about it, it's impossible to eliminate all the triggers. Think about those times at work, think about those times with your friends and family. The whole point of this is that the first step to getting over your bad habits isn't just about eliminating all the triggers. That certainly does help, but I think your efforts are better spent in creating a better relationships with your habits. It'll make sense in the second point, but what we should really be focusing on is how do we raise our awareness with these bad habits. By building up your awareness, you can start to catch yourself when you're doing these things. And that, in my opinion, is the most important thing, just catching yourself. So what I've found to be the most helpful is actually practicing some mindfulness stuff. And I know it's a bit woo-woo for some of you, but trust me, just hear me out on this. It's helped me to build up that muscle of catching myself and just being more aware of what I'm actually doing is meditating. But it's not really just meditation itself. It's just the act of introspection. It's that alone time with just yourself, no podcast, no YouTube, just being in tune with what's going on internally rather being so wired in and jacked in externally. So there's a few things you could do. Going for a walk without your phone, just being present and alone with your thoughts. What's more to love? Journaling is a big one. I've experimented with a couple times. Not a big fan personally, but for others, I've heard it's great. I think if you're brand new to it, it'll really be helpful to start with some journal prompts because it just makes things easier. And low key, one of the best things I've done is actually to do some of the stuff like housework or cooking and completely immersing myself into it. For me, I've had all these thoughts and ideas about myself, my past, my present, what I want to work on, just stuff that I don't really think about normally, which is sort of refreshing. You'll soon realize what it's actually like to not be wired in. This contrast has really helped me build up this awareness, and I think that's something you should try out too and build up your muscle yourself. Okay, so let's explore what these bad habits are stopping you from doing in the first place. Okay, actually, maybe a better question is, what's the whole point of all your efforts of self-improvement? Is it to become a better person, to be more focused, to be and feel more confident? Those are some examples of an identity-based goal. There's no such thing as a good or bad habit. It's whether or not it's serving your purpose and your goals. Let's put it into perspective. If your job was to scroll TikTok all day to find trending videos, would you call going on your phone a bad habit, right? Where can I sign up for that job? Bad habits are simply actions which aren't serving you. And this is when your identity-based goals come in handy. And I've sort of created this walkthrough. I think it literally takes about 10 to 15 minutes of your time. You can grab this by just signing up through the form. I'll link it in the description. It's all about creating that identity-based goal as a foundation for all of your habits. So what are some bad habits that you're going through right now? I would love to just bounce ideas back and forth. Leave it down in the comments below because I'm sure it'll help someone else out and also give some hope to them too. If you don't know me, you can call me Vic. I'm all about helping you improve your strength, habits, and help you make better food choices just to live a healthy and happy life. Bye.